Welcome to a deep dive into the architecture of market clarity. In the current cryptocurrency landscape, the primary challenge facing most participants is not a lack of data, but an overwhelming surplus of unstructured information. This phenomenon, often referred to as information overload, leads to a state of analysis paralysis where the sheer volume of indicators, news feeds, and social media sentiment prevents clear decision-making. At Crypto X-Ray Labs, we recognize that the most successful market participants do not rely on secret formulas or predictive crystal balls. Instead, they rely on structured market data. This is the foundational principle behind the Radar X-Ray TM dashboard. When you enter the market, you are essentially competing in an arena of information asymmetry. Major institutional players use sophisticated algorithms to scan for anomalies, while the average retail trader is often left looking at lagging indicators on a single chart. This creates a massive disadvantage. Radar X-Ray TM was built to bridge this gap by providing a high-level visualization tool that monitors over 1,000 assets simultaneously across multiple exchanges like BingX and Binance. Our philosophy is simple: no predictions, no hype, and no emotional triggers. Most trading platforms are designed to keep you engaged through dopamine hits, bright red alerts, flashing green lights, and constant notifications telling you what to buy or sell. We believe this approach is fundamentally flawed because it encourages reactive emotional behavior. A professional approach requires a proactive observational mindset. You need to be able to see market behavior as it develops before it becomes a headline on a news site. To achieve this, we focus on technical and behavioral conditions. This means we look at how price and volume interact in ways that deviate from the norm. For instance, if an asset has been trading in a tight range for weeks, and suddenly experiences a 400% increase in relative volume without a major price move yet, that is a behavioral anomaly. It is not a signal to buy, but it is a condition that warrants investigation. By organizing these conditions into a clean, real-time dashboard, Radar X-Ray TM allows you to scan the entire market in minutes rather than hours. Think about the time it takes to manually check 100 charts for a specific setup. By the time you reach the 50th chart, your brain is fatigued and you're likely to miss the very pattern you were looking for. Our system automates this cognitive heavy lifting. It evaluates hundreds of digital assets 24/7, applying rigorous technical filters to highlight only the most relevant data points. This allows you to maintain your focus on strategy and risk management rather than data collection. We are not here to promise you riches or offer a get-rich-quick scheme. In fact, if you are looking for a service that tells you exactly when to click a button, Radar X-Ray TM is not for you. We cater to traders, analysts, and investors who value data over opinions and who understand that tools do not predict markets, they clarify them. By the end of this block, you should understand that the first step to becoming a more professional participant is to stop chasing price and start observing structure. The Radar X-Ray TM dashboard is your lens for that observation. It provides the context needed to understand why a move is happening, rather than just reacting to the fact that it is happening. Visit https://JocksInvest, Studio Adamus, Comdur's BR now to see this philosophy in action. Now that we have established the philosophy of structured data, let us delve into the specific technical pillars that make Radar X-Ray TM a unique intelligence tool. The dashboard is built around 5 core visualization metrics: unusual volume behavior, early momentum shifts, trend alignment, volatility expansion, and abnormal market activity. Understanding these metrics is crucial for any analyst who wants to move beyond surface-level charting. First, unusual volume behavior is perhaps the most significant leading indicator of institutional interest. In any liquid market, volume precedes price. When we see a massive spike in relative volume, meaning volume compared to its own historical average, it suggests that a significant market participant is either accumulating or distributing a position. Radar X-Ray TM calculates these deviations in real time, highlighting assets where the effort, volume, does not yet match the result, price. This allows you to spot potential moves in their infancy. Second, we look at early momentum shifts. The momentum is the velocity of price changes. Most traders wait for a trend to be fully established before entering, which often means they are entering at the tail end of the move. Our dashboard identifies when the rate of change is beginning to shift direction, even if the price is still within a consolidation zone. This is achieved by analyzing multi-timeframe oscillators and price action patterns that indicate a loss of strength in the prevailing direction. Third is trend alignment. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is fighting the higher time frame trend. Radar X-Ray TM visualizes when multiple time frames, from the 15-minute to the daily, are in agreement. When you see an asset where the short-term momentum aligns with the long-term structure, the probability of a sustained move increases. This alignment is presented in a way that eliminates the need to flip through multiple tabs. Fourth, we monitor volatility expansion. Markets move from periods of contraction to periods of expansion. Using Bollinger Bandwidth analysis and other volatility-based metrics, the dashboard highlights assets that are squeezing. Well, a squeeze indicates that volatility is at historical lows, which almost always precedes a violent breakout. By identifying these expansion phases early, you can prepare for the move rather than being caught off guard when the breakout occurs. Finally, abnormal market activity compares current patterns against a vast database of historical market behavior. This is where we find the true outliers. If an asset is behaving in a way it hasn't in the last 365 days, it is worth your attention. This could be a liquidity sweep, a massive whale order, or a sudden change in correlation with the broader market. The beauty of the Radar X-ray TM system is that it does not just give you raw numbers. It provides context. Raw data is noise. Context is intelligence. The system monitors hundreds of assets automatically, evaluates them based on these 5 pillars, and highlights the ones that meet uncommon data patterns. This 4-step workflow, monitoring, evaluation, highlighting, and decision, is designed to put you, the human analyst, back in control. You are no longer reacting to signals from a black box algorithm. Instead, you are interpreting structured data to make informed, independent decisions. This technical depth is what differentiates a dashboard from a signal service. A signal service asks for your trust. A dashboard provides the evidence. As we move forward, consider how your current analysis would change if you could see these 5 metrics across 1,000 assets simultaneously. The efficiency gain is not just in time saved, but in the quality of the opportunities you can identify. This is the power of the Radar X-ray TM interface. In this final block, we will discuss the practical application of the Radar X-ray TM dashboard and how you can integrate it into your daily market routine. Whether you are a swing trader, a day trader, or a long-term investor, the goal is the same: to reduce the time spent searching and increase the time spent analyzing. The dashboard covers a broad market spectrum, tracking data across major platforms like BingX, Binance, Bybit, and Coinbase. With over 1,000 assets being scanned in real time, you have a global view of the crypto market that few other tools can provide. This broad coverage is essential because crypto is a highly correlated market, but the outliers are where the greatest opportunities reside. To begin using Radar X-ray TM, you don't need to be a coding expert or a quant. The interface is designed to be clean and intuitive, presenting complex data in a structured grid. You can filter for specific conditions, such as assets, showing both a volume spike and a volatility squeeze. This level of filtering allows you to create a high probability watch list in seconds. Let's talk about who this tool is specifically for. It is ideal for traders who value data over opinions. If you are tired of following influencers who change their mind every 5 minutes, this is for you. It is for analysts who want early market context, the kind of context that doesn't show up on a standard RSI or MACD until it's too late. It is for investors who prefer a structured approach to their portfolio, using data to justify their entries and exits. However, we must also be clear about who it is not for. Radar X-ray TM is not for get-rich-quick seekers. There is no magic button here. It is not a signal service that screams buy or sell. If you want someone to tell you what to do without you having to think, you will be disappointed. We do not provide financial advice or profit guarantees. Cryptocurrency trading involves significant risk, and past performance, as seen in our recent observations of assets like asset A, B, and C, does not guarantee future results. We are an analytical and educational tool, period. The pricing model for Radar X-ray TM is designed to be as transparent and accessible as possible. For just $29 per month, you get full access to the market dashboard. There are no hidden fees, no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. More importantly, we offer a 3-day free access period. This allows you to explore the dashboard, test the filters, and see how the data aligns with your own trading style with zero commitment. This is our proof of value offer. We are confident that once you see the market through the lens of structured data, you will find it difficult to go back to the old way of guessing. To start your 3-day free access, visit https://invest. Studio Adamus, comentas BRRs today. Tools don't predict markets, they clarify them. By choosing Radar X-ray TM, you are choosing clarity over hype, structure over chaos, and data over emotion. This is the transition from being a gambler to being a professional market participant. Join the community of serious analysts who are using crypto X-ray labs to stay ahead of the curve. Your journey into structured market intelligence starts now. Navigate to the link in the description, set up your account, and begin scanning the market with professional-grade tools. Remember, the market never stops moving, but with Radar X-Ray TM, you can finally stop chasing and start observing. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you inside the dashboard at https://invest. Studio Adamas, Coinbase BRR. Welcome to a deep dive